Hey everybody, this is Tyler. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a simple intro screen for your game. So as an example, I added this text box to the bottom, and when I press A, it switches. I'm also going to show you how you can add a custom border for your text box and a custom cursor. As you can see, you can add instructions and even add sound effects. Alright, so let's get started. Okay. So I've got some starter code for you here. If you want to follow along with this tutorial, check the link down in the description and you can get all this code as well. I just added a sprite, added some basic movement, and a background color. So if you're interested in learning how to do any of these things, check out our tutorials for each of these. Again, the links are down in the description. So what I want to do is add a intro screen to my game to kind of give instructions to the player and just give the name of the game right off the bat so the player doesn't just jump right in. So the easiest way to do that is under the game tab. If you scroll down, you can find this show long text block. And then in here, you can type in whatever you want, and this will then splash up on the screen. You can see the empty text box right here with the little cursor that's telling you to press A to go to the next one. You can also change the location. So if you want it at the bottom, left, right, top, center, or even full screen, you can change that. I kind of like the bottom one just because the center one can take up a lot of space. But this is really good if you have a lot of text to type. So I'm going to stick with bottom. And I'm going to type in the name of my game. And this one I'm just calling Orion's Adventure. And then this will flash up on the screen. But now I don't really like this border around here, so I'm gonna add a custom border. So you can go back here and you can say set dialog frame 2. Make sure you put this above your show long text. This way it will initialize from the beginning. Otherwise it'll initialize afterwards and it won't affect this one. So as you can see, since we don't have anything, we haven't made anything, it just completely eliminates the border. Cursor's still there, but the border is there. So which can be a nice effect if that's what you want to, not have anything, just the text floating on the screen. But if you want to make it a little bit different, you can customize it. And you can use all these different paint tools to do it. So I'm just gonna add a simple line tool. I'm gonna pick this color. I'm also gonna make it a little bit blockier. Leave a little bit of space. And I'm also gonna use the paint tool to fill it in a white color. So that way my text will be on a white background instead of the background of my game. I'm gonna click done. And there you see. So now we have a custom border. Now I want to change this cursor to something different. So I'm gonna go back to game and I'm gonna say set dialog cursor. And dialog cursor is what this little thing right here. And that animation will automatically be done for you, so you don't need to mess with that. So here you can draw your own, or you can even just pick something from the gallery. So just as an example, I'm gonna add this little pizza icon, and I'm gonna add it down to the bottom. And there you go. So now we have a custom border, we got a splash screen naming it, calling what our game is, and we also have a custom icon. And you can keep adding more of these to your game to give more instructions. So you could say press A to jump, and now when we press A to go to the next one, it'll give us instruction A to jump, and then it'll launch us right into our game. I also kind of like doing a sound effect. So I'm just gonna do play sound, and I'm gonna do this power up sound. And this way, it kind of signals the start of the game. I like doing that. I've also seen other games where they have a 1 after each text instruction to kind of signal that you've gone to a new one. So you can press A, and now we got the start of the game. Okay. So that's basically it. So this is a really easy way to kind of create an intro to your game. I also want to show you a way we can kind of clean up our code. And this is an advanced method, you don't have to do it, but it's just a way to kind of keep this on start clean and simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this code that I used to start or give the instructions for our game. And I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to go down underneath Advanced, and I'm going to click Functions. I'm going to click Make a Function. And you have different parameters. We're not going to worry about right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, call this show or game instructions. I'm going to click Done. And now we have a new customized block, similar to kind of how our onStart block is. And I'm going to throw all that code in there. And then I'm going to go back to functions. And similar to how we use a variable, we can grab this new block right here called game instructions. And what the game is doing is that as it's going through the start block, it's going to initialize the player, the movement, the background color, and it's going to get to this block called game instructions. And what is happening is that this block is now telling this block to execute. So anything inside this game instructions function will now run. And like I said, it's not necessarily, you don't have to do this. It's just a way to kind of keep your code clean, because as we start adding more things to the onStart block, it can get really complicated and a little messy. So this is a way to kind of keep it cleaner. And in this way, we can know if we want to edit the game instructions, we can go right here and do that. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful as a simple way you can create an intro screen to your game.